Hello and welcome to Hamer Reviews. My name is Christopher Hamer and today we're reviewing the Andycine C6 field monitor for use with various video cameras. Now, I actually use an Atomos Ninja 5 to record my videos, and I was recently given the opportunity to review the Andycine C6. I was quite interested in it. It doesn't have a recording capability like the Atomos Ninja 5, but it claims that the brightness of this 6-inch display is 2600 nits, which is 2.5 times as bright as the Ninja 5. It is powered in the same way the Ninja 5 is by Sony NPF batteries. So in this case, I have a 2900 milliamp hour battery, but you can use massive 7600 milliamp hour batteries if you want to make sure this lasts for hours and hours and hours. It only lasts around an hour on this little battery, which is fine. It slots in the back. It has a little SD slot at the bottom as well. And the reason for that is you can actually load custom LUTs onto this. So for instance, if you're shooting in log, you can actually load the LUT so you can see what the finished footage will look like. Now, if, like me, you shoot with Nikon Z series and you shoot video in N-Log, you will know that you have to use an external recorder like the Ninja 5 in order to do so. That doesn't mean that you can't use a bright screen like this. It will be a bit of a cumbersome setup, but this actually has a HDMI in and HDMI out in the same way the Ninja 5 does, so you can actually record your 4K footage into the Ninja 5 in log, and then use the HDMI output on there to output it into the Andycine if that's what you want to do. Of course, if your camera is capable of recording log footage directly into a camera, then this will allow you to monitor that footage with a LUT applied in lovely 6-inch 1080p quality. Now, it's interesting because it actually calls itself a 4K touchscreen, but from what I can tell with all the tech specs, this is actually only a 1080p screen. So it does get super bright, but it's not 4K like the name might lead you to believe. So it's worth keeping that in mind. There's some nice touches about this. So it has a touch screen all the way across. So if you want to actually make changes to this little display, it's very easy to do so through the touch screen. So if I switch my Z50 on, which is what I have this connected to, you're going to be able to see me recording you. But it's just a case of double tapping and then selecting the menu on the side. And now we can just make the various changes to the settings that we might want to. So if I just quickly take this off the Z50, which we're going to keep on having to switch on because it switches itself off very quickly. But if I just switch this on, we can switch on the waveform. So now we have a huge amount of data. We have the histogram, we have the vector scope, we know everything about the image that we're taking. So as long as you sort of know what all these charts mean and what they do, it's a great way of monitoring, making sure you aren't losing highlights or shadows, aren't overexposing. It's very versatile, and having a 6-inch display just makes it so much easier to monitor the video that you're taking. With the displays on the back of modern cameras getting bigger, it's been much easier than it was, say, a few years ago, but they're still tiny in comparison to what you might actually want to use if you want to make sure your footage is sharp, to make sure your footage is color accurate, sort of as much as it can be when you're taking it. You want cutting off the highlights. This is actually something that you need. Now, the Andycine C6 is not the best display I have used. It's not bad, it's good enough quality, but for the £250 they charge, I do think that just buying an Atomos Ninja is a better choice. This is plastic fantastic. So it really doesn't inspire a huge amount of confidence that this is going to last a long time. So if I just take the small rig mount off the bottom, it's completely plastic all the way around. The screen is quite glossy. I think it's very susceptible to scratches. I've already got a couple of small ones on there from it just sort of being in and out of my bag. It does have a fan on the back, which is good to keep it cool, but to be completely honest, I couldn't work out the fan whether it does much because I couldn't feel much air coming out of it, even in sort of full speed mode, which you can change in the settings. You can also have a silent mode if you need this to run silently. So at £270, I'm not sure this is good value. It is actually self-writing, which is nice, so you always have it the right way up. But as I say, £270 is a lot of money for a display like this. I actually think that Andycine makes some better models. I think it's the A series they make, which are around 150, 170 pounds. I think if you're looking to get into shooting video and you have something like a Nikon Z series or a Sony Alpha series or even the Canon R series, this will help you to take better video by seeing what you're doing more. But if you choose a slightly cheaper monitor, I don't think you're going to lose out a huge amount. It might not be quite as bright, so it's slightly harder to see in daylight, but the Atomos Ninja with a little matte screen protector on it is just as easy to see outside, in my opinion. Of course, you can put a matte screen protector on this as well if you can find one that fits. So you would have the same effect there. It's just that for £280, is this good value? And I'm not sure. Yes, it's half the price of an Atomos Ninja, but the Atomos Ninja can record. This cannot. This is purely a field monitor. And for that, I'm just not sure the value's there. So I can't really recommend this product, which is a shame because I wanted to like it. The touchscreen is great. It's easy to change the settings. The menu's a bit basic, but it has everything you want. You can have a grid layout. You can choose which light meters and histograms, etc. you use. You can select all the settings you could possibly want. More so than on the Ninja, you can upload a custom LUT. But it's a lot of money for something that's very plastic and I'm not sure will last that long as a result. I like the fact that the Ninja has a metal surround, so I know that if I do, heaven forbid, drop it because I'm a little clumsy occasionally, I don't need to worry too much about it. Whereas this, I would be terribly worried that I'd ruin the screen in one drop or indeed cause a crack by dropping it from height with a large MPF battery on it. So yeah, that's the Andycine C6. I'm just, not sure it's quite as good value as I would have hoped. But yeah, if you think that I'm wrong, pop it in the comment section below. I'd love to know what you think about it if you have one and use one. Equally, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe as it really does help and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching and I do hope I see you again next time. Goodbye.